is to show you how to hook up an I-series Intelliflo pump. These are the, now older Intelliflos. The new ones got away from the special cable on the side, but there are plenty of these Intelliflos, and the variable speed whisper flows even require a different cable. We'll shoot that in a different video, but I'm going to show you how to hook this guy up in control mode today to a clear controller. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so for this particular version of Pentair, the I-series, so the I1 and I3, they're older pumps from Pentair, and at least in 2024, they're releasing new pumps that are back to the standard terminal block. However, the I-series does not provide power to the pump. So you'll know today you need to use an external 24-volt power supply from Clear to power the Clear controller. You may need a Phillips screwdriver at some point, although the Pentair does not require kind of the same screw and unscrew that the other pumps do. You'll need the small flathead screwdriver for screwing the terminal blocks. You will probably need some wire strippers at some point because the cabling that Pentair gives you is incredibly long, so you will probably need these. And you need this absurdly expensive cable from Pentair, which is custom made for the pump. Hopefully you still have one from your service or your builder. If not, we'll put a link in the description so that you can get a hold of one of these. But this is what we'll need today to hook up, so let's go. And safety first. First thing we'll do is shut off the breaker to the pump, since we're going to be working with the cabling, so should be easy to find. This one's labeled, so I'll go ahead and do that. And before we get too much further, you're going to want to mount the Clear controller on a wall near the pool pad. Better to keep it closer, within around 6 feet of the pump itself, like I've got here, although the cable goes longer. So these Pentair pumps are actually one of the nicer ones to hook up with the Clear controller, because the connector here just plugs right in. Your only job here is to really decide how much cable you need, and then use the wire strippers to peel this back. So I'm going to do that now just to show you the colors of the wire, and then we'll pretty much head to the Clear controller. Alright, so even though this pump's inside, we'll assume it's outside, but I've cut the cable and I've stripped back the wire. On this cable you should only see a yellow and green. These are just the communications wires, so that's all we're going to use to wire up the Clear controller, so let's go do that now. Alright, we're here at the Clear controller with the Pentair wiring hooked up, so I'll start first with power. Remember that the Pentair pump does not give power off of its yellow and green cables, so you need external power source. You can use the one shipped with Clear that's 24 volts, so we have that plugged in. Green is ground, and the white-green is 24 volts coming into the controller. And then here we have the Pentair cable. Now Pentair is a bit different. Yellow is actually A, and their green wire is B. This is true for all of Pentair's cabling, so far as I know. So I've hooked the yellow up into A1 and the green wire up into B1, and we're already ready to now set up the app. And I'm going to go back to the breaker here and go ahead and flip it on. And back at our Clear controller, we can see that we have power. We've got a pulsing yellow LED, and we'll go through the app setup now. So if you've gotten this far, we successfully have power, and we'll go through the app setup steps. All right, and don't forget this step, that in order to make the Clear controller findable by the app, you'll need to go to this middle button here and hold that in until the LED turns blue. that enables Bluetooth for 60 seconds. So let's jump to the app. All right, so with the Bluetooth button pushed, we'll go into the app. See no controller on our location. Can hit add. This is also settings devices. We'll add a controller. And now hit start device setup. It will actually walk you through the steps we just showed you, so can always hit that Bluetooth button. And now it will look for our controller. There it is. So we'll select that and hit next. And then it will search for available Wi-Fi networks. If it doesn't find anything after about 10 to 15 seconds, you can pull down on the middle of the screen, or we will go ahead and just hit skip and enter in our Wi-Fi information and password. And once that's done, we'll go ahead and we'll hit continue, and we should see that it's successful, and you'll do complete registration. So it's going to take a little moment to think. And once that's done, it should return you to your screen. Now I have several locations, so I will go back to the clear demo drop down. And now we can see that we have a 3D pool pad. And if I go to settings and hit devices, I will now see that I have a clear controller added. And once you've gone through that setup, we should have a solid turquoise light. That means we have connected to Wi-Fi and our controller is connected to the cloud. So we can configure and control our equipment from the clear controller now that that's done. All right, and in order to add the Pentair Intelliflo into the app, and so that we can talk to it and control it, I'm going to first go to settings at the bottom, then to devices, then to add in the upper right. I'm going to add pool equipment. Then I'm going to select pump. I'm going to scroll down to next, and I'll scroll up. I can change the name of the pump if I'd like. I'm going to select Pentair Intelliflo as the type. I can leave the default RPM, can change prime time if you'd like. If this is your main filter pump, or the main pump on the pool, go ahead and hit main filter pump. There is no energy saver mode that we want to use right now, and we're not monitoring the pump, we are actually controlling it. And remember, I plugged the yellow and the green wires into A1 and B1, so this network should be marked 1. So I'll go ahead and hit next. And it's going to basically walk me through the steps that I did on this video. I'll hit next. You'll notice it was rather quick because we only had 2 wires to hook up. And so this will add it. Like our other videos, you can either wait for the clear controller to try and talk to the pump, or you can skip and continue. And we've added the Pentair pump in our app, so we're all set.